Chelsea, your TA lady. I want to go ahead and share with you how you can utilize the RSI to help you out with your trading strategy. So the RSI stands for Relative Strength Index. It's giving you the strength of the buy pressure and the sell pressure. So it's an indicator that you can go ahead and add on. So to add on your indicator RSI, you'll click this Indicators and Strategies, you'll type in RSI. You'll see it popped up Relative Strength Index. So you select it, and now you have your RSI added. Now your RSI has what's called overbought and oversold levels. So overbought is up in the top. So when it's above 70, it is overbought. Oversold is when it's on the bottom. So right here, you have oversold when it is below 30. So the RSI is going to give you data for your charts, but you'll definitely want to utilize different indicators with it. The more indicators will help you build your case, okay? So you don't just want to utilize RSI, you want to use different things together to build out your case. So when you're using technical analysis, you want to go ahead and put in multiple signals that show the same thing, okay, when you decide to purchase, sell, all of that. Now on this side here, you have your numbers. These are your RSI numbers. You can always go ahead and change these by just clicking on it, dragging and dropping it, making it bigger. You can also go ahead, select it, and it'll make it larger so you can go ahead and see more data. So whenever you see it hits 20 at these oversold levels, you typically have a bounce. Did you see it had a bounce there? So you can go back through and you can see all of it when it hit around 20, there was for sure a bounce. So your 20 and 30 is your oversold levels. So if I was to go ahead and back test this, for example, I could go ahead and draw a line every time it hit this, then we can look at the price action to see the difference. So when it hit that oversold level, it had a bounce, and look at that. It had a bounce all the way to that overbought. So you had some nice upside that you would be able to go ahead and catch here. So this was your overbought. So you can look at oversold and overbought territory to know, okay, at oversold, that is a good entry because you're going to have typically a bounce up. At overbought, you can sell, okay, and you miss a little bit of downward momentum. Now, the one thing about these RSIs is that they can get pegged up here. So they can stay up here. So that's why it really leaves overbought and oversold territory when it hits the 70 mark or it hits the 30 mark. So let me see if I can find an example here. All right, so right here, if you were to go ahead and sell on the top part, you could have missed some of the moves. Or even if you sold right here, right, you missed some of the momentum up. So once it hit back into that 80 mark, it left overbought territory. So that is a sign you're going to have more downside, and that's when it had the downside. So as you see right here's another example. You were to sell just the top right here, well, you would have missed all of this move up here. Okay, so if you just paid attention to when it left that overbought territory, which was here, was the last, after the last green candle, so you had downside. So it shows you overbought, oversold areas. It also shows you when you could potentially have a snap back to one of those where the market's going to correct and potentially entries and exits. So RSI is the buying pressure and the selling pressure. So as it's increasing and it's overbought, you're having a lot of people saying buy, buy, buy. And then when it's oversold, a lot more people are saying sell, 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 putting in a lot more sell orders. So that is the data that it's telling you. And then you can also use the RSI to find divergences. So divergences will give you bullish and bearish signals that can really set you apart from the market. So when the price action doesn't match up with an indicator, you're going to have divergence. So you can see what type of divergence it is. You can go ahead, draw divergence on the RSI, the MACD, the histogram, the stochastic RSI. So I'll show you an example of where divergence is on this chart. So if you look at these indicators, I'm going to go click it so it makes it larger for you so you can see more of it. So right here on this indicator, we had where it was a low and then a higher low. But the price action doesn't show that. So the price action shows actually a lower low, not a higher high. So see how this does not match up? So there is what's called bullish divergence. This indicator is going up, it's showing bullish divergence. So that is showing right here as the price increased, that bullish divergence played out. So bullish in the price action. So the divergence is a really great indicator that you can go ahead and utilize to help you set apart from the market. Now if it matches up, like for example, this matches up because it's a lower low, lower high, so is this lower low, lower high as well, so there's a downtrend. So that matches up. So that just shows confluence. When things don't match up, then there's divergence. Then you want to look into what type of divergence, which I get into in my trading course that can help you to learn more of these strategies, put together this strategy, see more data to help you out. And one thing that I absolutely love about technical analysis, it just takes the emotion out because your charts tell you the data. Then you build a strategy that sets you apart from others, okay? It's just like casinos, Vegas. They stay in business because they have an edge, right? They're able to take people's money, profit, because they have an edge. At times, some people win at Vegas, but they have the end edge. So you can be doing the same thing in the market, creating your edge that has a percentage win rate, that manages your risk, and you're able to take profits consistently with a higher percentage to help you compound and build your trading strategy. And then once you have it for life. This can be utilized in all different markets. Not only in cryptocurrency, it can be utilized in Forex, stocks, so many different markets to help you out. All right, so it's powerful. But this is RSI, and another strategy that you can utilize on the RSI is indicating if there's divergences. So another way you can utilize the RSI is to find the trend. So the trend, if it's above the 50 on your RSI, so right here I'll draw a 50 line, then typically it's in an uptrend. If it's below the 50, then typically it's in a downtrend. So here you crossed above the 50. Right here would have nailed when it started to take off for that uptrend. Now you cross below the 50. As you see, now it is in a downtrend. All right? Right here as well, it crossed below the 50. You start to have your downtrend in the price. Here you crossed above the 50. You start to have your uptrend. So you can also utilize the RSI to draw your 50 line and to see the trend. Is it an uptrend or is it in a downtrend? So that's another way utilizing the RSI. Another way you can use the RSI is drawing patterns. So there's traders out there that draw patterns on the RSI. So it is a strategy. So you could draw your trend lines, your support lines, and just like you do with the price action, you would do the same thing as your RSI. Okay? So this shows you a pattern, a rising wedge. You can set alerts on these as well to indicate when it's breaking one way or another. Okay? Here was a falling wedge. Okay? So falling wedges have a chance to break up. So if you were to draw a pattern here and you set your alert, you would have been alerted when this broke above to know, okay, now it's in an uptrend. So you'd have been alerted right here, which would have been perfect for that uptrend. So the RSI can show you patterns as well. You can also have inverse head and shoulders on the RSI, double bottoms, double tops. So here's a double top forming, which double tops you typically see downside. Bam, it played out. So that is how you can also see patterns on the RSI to utilize it. So I'll backtest another example for you to just kind of see how powerful this strategy is of the overbought, oversold territories and utilizing that. So you can draw your vertical line. So every time it was oversold, and then also when it was overbought, or when it left that territory. All right, so as you see, I drew in the lines here when it was overbought. So typically if you sell to overbought, you would have missed this down move. And then if you would have bought back in at the oversold levels, you would have made some profits here. Now as you see, it came back, it touched that level, so you could go ahead and play that as well. You could pick it up at when it would hit that oversold level, and you would have had this increase. Here it hit overbought. You had all this upward down. Here it went ahead and hit overbought as well. So if you would have sold on your overbought levels, you would have missed this downside. If you would buy at your oversold levels, you would have the increase up. But that is why you want to go ahead and pair the RSI with different things to help you, but it's a great strategy. I really like the RSI, the stochastic RSI, and the MACD. Those are things you can pair together with support resistance lines to help you build your profitable strategy. There's a lot more indicators, though, that can help you out more and more. Really learning these, the more you learn, the more you practice and you study it, you can really start to see like those divergences that I was explaining to you. That goes more in depth as well. So those are all powerful strategies. The more you learn, the more you put together and practice with small amounts, it's going to help you start taking off even faster. So if you'd like to learn more of these strategies, definitely feel free to reach out. We do have a course that can help you out on learning technical analysis. Our website is learncryptocurrencytrading.com.